Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to share a really powerful story about managing anxiety. It comes straight from a client's review of the Orlando Hypnosis Center, and it's one person's journey that I think touches on something a lot of us can relate to. You know that feeling when your mind's internal alarm system just gets stuck in the on position? The source material we're looking at today describes anxiety exactly like that. It's an alarm that's supposed to keep you safe. But what happens when it just refuses to turn off, leaving you feeling on edge even when there's no actual danger? Well, that's exactly what a client named Carson reported experiencing. After working with hypnotist Daniel Olson, he decided to share his story, and we're going to walk through it kind of like a case study. In his review, Carson talked about this really personal struggle he was having. He said it felt like his emotions were always in the driver's seat, just steering his life where they wanted to go, and it left him feeling completely out of control. And it wasn't just that feeling. According to his review, that was all made worse by poor sleep and low self-esteem. So for him, stress was pretty much his constant companion, right from the moment he woke up every single morning. So, feeling pretty stuck, Carson decided he needed to find a new way to tackle these challenges. His journey eventually led him to explore a totally different approach. He started looking into what hypnosis could possibly do for him. So how did this whole process actually work for him? Well, according to the case study, it wasn't some big mystery. It was actually a really clear, structured path forward. Let's take a look. His path started with something pretty simple, a free discovery call. It was just a chance to talk about what was going on and see if it was even the right fit. From there, he moved into these personalized sessions that were designed specifically for him. And then, the last step, and this is so important, was all about empowerment. He got the tools he needed to manage things on his own for the long haul.
Okay, so the big question is, right? After going through this whole process, what was the outcome for Carson? According to what he wrote, the transformation he experienced was huge, touching on so many of the things he'd been struggling with.
He reported this whole list of incredible improvements. First off, better emotional regulation, the very thing he came in for. And his sleep got better, which meant less stress in the mornings. But it went so much deeper than that. He talked about enhanced self-esteem, a better self-image, and even an increased ability to forgive. And the big one, he finally felt like he could actually go after and achieve his goals. But after listing all of those amazing benefits, Carson summed up his entire experience in one single, profound sentence. He wrote, "Like myself for the first time in my life." Just let that sink in. It's such a simple but incredibly powerful way to describe the personal transformation he felt he went through. Carson's story really paints a picture of what a structured, supportive process can look like for one person. So, if his journey resonates with you at all, what could a first step even look like? And that's really the whole point of sharing this story. Does any part of it feel familiar to you? If you see pieces of your own experience in what Carson described, it's just a reminder that the first step toward any kind of change is often just learning about the different options that are out there. So if you relate to this idea of trying different approaches to navigate your own challenges, you might consider reaching out to the Orlando Hypnosis Center and Daniel Olson just to learn what that process looks like. You can find out more at danielolson.com.